Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty, Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, our reporter. And how about we check the numbers for Michael Porter?
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Now the starting group for the Houston Rockets. Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Thompson out there with Tari Eason, and it's Şengün in at the 5. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, Porter Jr. and Clowney in at forward. Terrence Mann is out there with Dimon, and it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And this is a tough time of the season, Grant. A few months in, with a few months to go.
Yeah, B.A. You know, for the players, this is when they start to feel the grind of the regular season. A lot of the guys are dealing with nagging fatigue or mental weariness.
The 3-ball. Clowney pulls it in. By Eason, right side Porter. Offline with a 3. And it's Houston's ball. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets. Came away with a win.
Their approach was to draw fouls in that game. It put their opponent in a very difficult position.
And as a result, there was a blowout win. I mean, credit them for initiating contact and forcing the officials to make the calls.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to talk with Jordi Fernandez for a minute. We talked about Kevin Durant, just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now the Nets with it. They defeated Utah in their last game.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Now here's Eason. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. For 3, Smith. Porter pulls it in. Ben Thompson. That's his first foul of the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. Williams is checked in for Clowney, and it's Thomas in for Mann. And Houston will go for a different look here. Capella, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. Okogie's checked in for Durant, and it's Shepard in for Eason. Here's Dimon. He had 25 points in the win against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. Capella against Williams. Capella, the pass to Finney-Smith. Thompson outside. Pass to Okogie. From outside the arc. That one doesn't drop. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's Houston. They're up by 2. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
We've got Tyre Williams, Cam Thomas out there with Traore. Then there's Sharp, and it's Wolf in at the power forward position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Houston's ball, and you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
And Brooklyn with possession here after Houston's three-pointer on the other end. Thomas misses. The Rockets lead by 5. Here's Şengün. And that one drops for him. Şengün's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's where Şengün does the majority of his scoring. I mean, he's a problem down low.
Here's Traore, right now averaging 6 a game. Sharp up top. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Woo, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Finney-Smith's shot is off. The Nets have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Thomas, that's good.
And just so smooth with the pull-up. And really, that's Thomas's go-to shot.
44 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Shepherd. 13 points in the win against Atlanta. Over Traoré. And it's Shepherd missing.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Oh, boy. Looks like he was injured there.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation. And Houston will go for a different look here. Smith, he's checked in for Finney-Smith. Durant comes in for Tate. Eason's checked in for Okogie. And it's Thompson in for Shepherd. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Here's Traoré, defended by Thompson. Traoré gets the bucket.
I didn't see that crossover coming, and neither did the defender, apparently.
Outside Durant. Goes back up. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one.
The previous play is under review.
They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
And, of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
Yeah, the replay center in Secaucus.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
They're seeing with the best possible angle.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Nets out in front, up 1. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
You know, right now for the Nets, they're frustrated, and you can understand their frustration. They were expected to be good this year. Their fan base was fired up, but it just hasn't come together.
And taking a look now at the Brooklyn Nets, they're in a close contest.
The front office made it a priority to lengthen the bench, and you're seeing those returns tonight.
Yeah, this is a team that can throw a lot of fresh bodies at you. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Alperen Sengun getting it done today.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. So the Rockets 5 now. Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Thompson out there with Tari Eason. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about this upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you for the report. Here's Durant, a reliable go-to guy for them. He's averaging around 26 and a half a game. Here's Smith. Good on the bucket.
And it looks like Smith is already getting stronger. He's looking to add some muscle, and that finish through contact is a great sign.
Pass to Clowney. Inside. Here's Porter. Oh, a special move before that shot.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Yeah, the most impressive thing about Durant's career is his efficiency as a scorer. Given the amount of defensive attention he draws, it's quite impressive.
It's his first trip to the line.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Here's Porter, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Porter's gotten his second bucket.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
So it's the Rockets now. They trail by 6. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one, and that's a 1-game homestand for the club. The Nets have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. The jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh,
well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Brooklyn leading by 4. Outside Porter. Lets the 3 fly. Eason pulls, and no good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Nets leading by 4. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
and the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension if you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Porter Jr. and Clowney in it forward. Terrence Mann is out there with Dimon, and it's Claxton in at center. So that's the Nets 5, shooting a fantastic 57%. He takes it in, and it's in there!
Man, where's the effort on the defensive end? You gotta play harder than that.
And, you know, it's made for a fun game, but you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, the defense has been non-existent.
Durant, so effective inside.
This is where KD dips into his bag and comes out smelling good.
The Nets with the lead. 5. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
He got it.
Instead of risking something on the perimeter, he just works it inside.
Yeah, you want to get those sure things down the stretch, and that close to the bucket, he is a sure thing.
And Brooklyn with possession here. Here's Dimon. Outside man. Let's loose for 3. Nope. The Rockets have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's Smith. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Dimon. From deep. The free ball is down.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes.
Porter against Durant. Takes a 3. Yes, sir! KD for 3.
Somebody lit a fire under Kevin Durant.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. And coach didn't want to take any. It over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Jordi Fernandez was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told them, this is the passion I want us to play with every night. Now my question is, how are we going to finish? Are we going to be passive, or are we going to take what's ours? Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Dimon. There's 14 seconds left in the final quarter. 6 to shoot. Count it!
You've got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with them. Outside Durant. Oh, it's good! He hit it!
The winner at the buzzer. It doesn't get any better.
Phenomenal finish. A 3 at the horn. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I guess really that's about the only way we could expect a game like this to close the curtain.
And so the big win by Houston in a tight game. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
Kevin, you had a great performance individually. What made the game look so easy for you?
Well, my teammates, they played so well tonight, setting everybody up. And I knew it was winning time, so I just tried to be aggressive.
Winning time, that's what I like to hear. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, Kevin Durant.